So I'm right here with a silver bullet, and I just lost a exhaust push rod. I've got a new one off the parts mower. First the carburetor, then the starter, now the push rod. There's the push rod in two pieces. Anyway, now it's just putting it all back together, and I've got some thread locker. It came on my brute magnet. I've got everything I need to get it back together. Oh, and the valve cover, this cruddy homemade gasket, I'm going to get the valve cover off the other one too. Stop some of that leaking. Here's the other valve cover I was bragging about. Looks better to me. Right here with the John Deere, and just the other day we put this hook on, and then when you go to start it, it won't start. You pour a little gas carburetor, it'll fire right up. It was full of old gas. I'm going to go ahead and take it apart, clean the carburetor, and we can ride with John Deere again. So I think we found the problem down in the bowl. That little plunger was not moving. I pried on it with a screwdriver. Now when I turn the key on, it is working. I usually just cut those out, but if it's working, I'm going to leave it in there. We'll get the carburetor back together. We'll see if it'll run. Just got the carburetor all put back on. The plunger is now working. I'm going to pour a little gas in that hole, see what happens. Time to put the Callahan back on and go for a test drive. So John Deere's engine was cleaned up a little bit. I got it all put together. Let's see if it'll run wet. It is the next day. I'm back out with John Deere. I want to get it cleaned up today, maybe take it to a car show tonight. I need to do some painting on it. I don't know if I'll get to that today. I need to wash it all up. Oh, the key switch does not work, so I want to change out the solenoid, get that working again. So this old John Deere solenoid, I've cleaned it up. I cleaned the wires. All it does is click. Nothing happens. I've got this new one. This one was on clearance the other day. I bought all they had, 3 of them. I'm going to put this in place of the old cruddy looking one. We'll see if we can get it to fire up. Here's the old solenoid. There is the new solenoid installed. Here is the key test. Love it. Now I got to go do the same thing to Colonel Craftsman. And I've not shown you this yet, but I made a little bracket for the exhaust on Murray. It's the Murray with the fire extinguisher exhaust. Now let's try out this new solenoid on John. So with my meter, I tested this solenoid. I have 12 volts here. When I turn the key on, there's 12 volts here. There's nothing happen. I tapped on it with a hammer. Still nothing happens. There is the new solenoid ready to go on. Here is the old solenoid. It's ready to go. Here's the new solenoid. It's ready to go on, except for I gotta go find some nuts for it. It didn't come with them. Rip off. The new solenoid has now been installed. It is test time. Thumbs up. So I've had Colonel a couple of years. I don't know if I've ever changed the oil. I think it is time. And no filter on this job. It was time for a change. The oil change is now complete. I just put the oil in it. If we'll check the dipstick. Right above the top hole. Perfect. Now I gotta decide which mowers go to the car show tonight. I know Silver wants to go. John said he wants to go. Poland's gonna feel left out. Colonel wants to go. I've only got 2 batteries. We could pull start Poland, but I gotta decide between the other 3. And the boy wants to take his, so I can't take all 4. Anyway, I won't think it over lunch. I'm thinking some low country boil. So Colonel is ready for the show. I need to wash it up a little bit. And John heard about a show and jumped up on the trailer. Wrong trailer, John. I think John wants to go, Silver wants to go, Colonel, don't know yet. I want slushy too. I just use them in the mud.
Huh?
I just put them in the mud.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.